So a motorist travels X kilometers at 40 and Y kilometers at 50, and the time taken is 2.5 hours. So we're going to need to use velocity equals distance over time, I would imagine. So velocity over distance. Now the total time taken, so that tells us what the time taken will be, move the time up, and it'll be distance over velocity, won't it? So the distance is x, and the velocity is 40, so x over 40. That's the distance over the velocity, will be the time for this part of the journey, and the distance over 50 will be the second part of the journey, the second time component. They add up to 2.5 hours. So that's equation 1. Right, now the time to travel 6x at 30 and 4y at 50. So travel 6x over 30 and then 4y over 50. That'll be the time for that, wouldn't it? And that total time is equal to 14. So we got our simultaneous equations then, haven't we? Let's turn our attention to these then. Now, these both go into 200. So I think multiply this one by 200. And the numbers look a bit more user-friendly, don't they then? So 200 then, scale that up. 200 of these. 200 over 40 goes in 5 times. 200 over 50 is 4 times. Put down the 4. And 100 of these is 250, so 200 will be 500. We could use a calculator if we need to. So there's 3. Now the 30 and the 50 both go into 150. But those numbers are awkward, so I'm going to scale it up by 300, I think. If I scale it up by 300, the numbers might be easier. So I'm going to do that. So that'd be 10 of these, that'd be 60x, because 300 over 30 is 10. 300 over 50 is 6, 6 fours are 24. As I say, tap it in the calculator if you need to. And 300 of these, 3 14s are 42, so it's 420. 314 is number 4. And that was 300, lots of 2. So these should be a bit more user-friendly now. Can you see if we scaled this one up by 12 all the way through, we could get this equation, or scale this one up by 6, which is a smaller number. So I'm going to scale this up by 6 and the y's will be the same. So 6 scale times 3 all the way through. 6 of these is, yeah, 6 of these is 30x. 6 of these is 24y, same, that's why we're doing it. And 6 500s is 3000, isn't it? This is number 5. So now we've got these the same, we can just take them away. This one, take that one, will be the best way to do it, because that one's bigger than that one. So 4 take 5 then gives, let's have a look. 60 take 30 is 30. The y's cancel, that's why we're doing it. And 420 take away 3000. Not great. So we get, not a good number because we get a negative number. So, that's interesting, isn't it? So let's just check it again, see where we've made the mistake. So the 60x, so what did we times? Hang on a minute, here. I think we've got a scaling wrong here. So let's just change it here. 300 times 2. That'd be 4,200. So there's the mistake. It would have been good to have used a calculator there, wouldn't it? So now that is 30 and this is 1200. And that looks better. So I've just made that small correction there from the mistake earlier. So what have we got then? X is equal to 1200 over 30. And that would go into that 40. So x kilometers, it's 40 kilometers, isn't it? And now we can get y, because we know that above, oh, let's use one of these equations then. Let's use this one, sub in 3. Looks the easiest one to use. Gives. So 540s plus 4y's equals 500. So 540s are 200 plus the 4y then equals to 500. Move the 200 over, minus the 200, and we get 4y is equal to 300. Divide by 4. Move the 4 from times to divide then, basically, and we get 75 kilometers. So that's the x and y distances, 40 kilometers and 75 kilometers.